When I was a fairly young new parent, I had a 3-year-old son who was a great joy in my life. My parents told me that they were going to split up after 44 years of marriage, and soon after that, my father became terminally ill, and it was a very stressful time in my life, full of contradiction. But I knew that one thing I wanted to do was try to continue to be a good parent and to protect my son, who was kind of the future in my life and the hope in my life. So I wanted to be a good parent, but I wasn't sure exactly what that meant or how to be good enough. And during this period of time, I read a short news article about a man named Clark Rockefeller, a man who's a fraud and who kidnapped his own daughter in order to spend more time with her. And when he was arrested, he said, "The time that I spent with my daughter were the best days of my life." And I started to think, was this guy who was clearly messed up, could this guy possibly also have been a loving father? And a lot of people said that he was. So I don't mean to retell that story whatsoever, but I was really interested in that nugget. My character, Eric Kennedy, he calls himself, is likewise pretty lost. He and his wife divorce, and he loses custody of his young daughter. And sort of not knowing exactly what he's doing, he takes her on a road trip, and he goes on a journey with her. And he doesn't quite know, I think, what he's looking for, but I think what he needs in the end is to move closer towards a more honest and maybe more painful reality and away from a life of self-deception. And he needs to do this in front of his daughter. And he needs to say to her, I'm not Eric Kennedy, I'm Schroeder, and I'm your dad.